Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Crawfordsville High School. You're listening to Tony Thomas. And my sidekick in the first game tonight is Coach Mike Schubert from the middle school here in Crawfordsville. Welcome to a big county matchup, Coach.
Hey, glad to be here. That's what it's all about.
Ought to be a lot of fun tonight. Ryan Nepnaw brings in the Chargers. They've got the best record in the county. He's a two-time defending county champion coach. And he's taking on Tony Bean, who's trying to break through for the first time to get a county title. What are your thoughts before the game, Coach?
Hey, this is what it's all about. They come into for a county matchup, and it doesn't matter what the records are. They're out here to play hard, do the best they can.
The Chargers do not have a double-figure score. They spread it around a little bit to everybody. And one of last year's leading scorers is Caroline McClaskey, and most of the season she's handled the point guard duties. And Crawfordsville is led by Lauren Kellerman, and Lauren's averaging about 12 points a game. And I believe Addie Laskowski is the next leading scorer. Then after that, I'm not quite sure.
I think it's kind of spread out.
We've got the band going tonight. We've got the start of a good crowd. The stands on the north side are filling up quick, and still some seating there on the south side. For the Athenians, Isabel Viveros, Olivia Barnett, Lauren Kellerman, Megan Simmons, and Addie Laskowski. And for the Chargers, we got Caroline McClaskey, Kendall Humphreys, Kelsey Sabins, Joyce Shirer, and Emily Sennett. And the tip goes to the Chargers, and I believe that's Caroline McClaskey with the ball.
She's on the point like last time.
And the Athenians open up in a man defense. Caroline McClaskey handling that basketball. Right off the bat, we got a big call on Emily Sennett. And John Bowman has called a charge on the Chargers' leading scorer. So good defense by the Athenians, and the Chargers open up in a little presser, Coach.
Yeah, I kind of thought that would be. They used that the first time they played him. They have met before in the Classic.
Ball's down on the floor. Olivia Barnett takes the first shot of the game. Misses. Addie Laskowski with an offensive board. A nice little half hook there. Rolls in, rolls out, and the ball is rebounded by Kendall Humphreys, who brings the ball down the court and charges towards the basket with a shot of her own. Got an offensive rebound by number 24, Kelsey Sabins, and the ball is out of bounds. It'll be the Chargers. Let's see how the Athenians are going to defend. Normally they've stayed right in their man-for-man.
Yes, they did.
Got another shot up off the backboard by number 24, Kelsey Sabins. Addie Laskowski brings the ball down. You notice, Coach, she's got the nose guard on tonight.
Yes, she had a pretty bad fracture there.
Takes a long three-pointer.
Just had surgery last week, I believe.
She took a charge at Lebanon. Were you at the Lebanon game?
Yes, I was.
So you saw it.
Yes.
There's a drive to the hoop. Is that Caroline McClaskey with the first
yes, it is.
bucket of the game? So 2 points for McClaskey and North Montgomery. Addie Laskowski makes the pass. And number 31, Joyce Shirer, got the steal. I believe they're going to call it on...
call it on
Isabel Viveros.
Viveros.
Okay, that's the way I thought it was going. When everybody started booing, I forgot we got North Montgomery sitting on this side. I heard everybody booing. I thought, okay, my good buddy was going to call it the other way. Chargers are running that motion offense. Good drive to the hoop. And an offensive rebound. A good kick out to Caroline McClaskey, who nails another two-pointer, this time at about a 12, 15-foot outside shot. The Chargers are in a 2-2-1 three-quarter trap. Megan Simmons with the ball. There's a steal by Caroline McClaskey. We've got a 2-on-1. Kicks it out to number 32 is Emily Sennett with the outside shot. That ball is being rotated out. Number 32 puts up a three-pointer. And Addie Laskowski comes out with the rebound, and she's leading the break. and she takes a long three. Isabel Viveros with the rebound. Another quick putback. And Kelsey Sabins clears the boards and kicks that ball out to Caroline McClaskey. So the Chargers set it up with a 4-0 lead. We've got about 2 minutes gone in the game. They're being patient with the ball. Good defense by Olivia Barnett. Lauren Kellerman taking that ball, bouncing about Adams apple high. There's good rotation. Isabel Viveros with another outside shot and a good rebound. Number 20s, Kendall Humphreys. The ball's being taken up the court. Megan Simmons knocks that ball out of bounds, and the Chargers will inbound it on the baseline.
Number 10, Carolyn Francis.
Carolyn Francis is a senior, makes her first appearance in the game. Coach, who'd she come in for?
I think she came in for Isabel Viveros.
So Viveros hits the bench. There's a rebound by Megan Simmons. Lauren Kellerman is advancing the ball. Rotates that ball over to Olivia Barnett. The Athenians set their offense up. Carolyn Francis got that over on the wing. Kicks it down to Addie Laskowski in the corner. She takes her third three of the game. And this time it's nothing but net. So 1 of 3 on 3-pointers for Addie. That's 3 points. We're only behind by 1. Have we gone into a... Did we go into a little trap there, Coach?
It was a trap on this side, yes.
I didn't quite see how we set that trap up.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see how. Right now, we are playing with 4 guards and Megan Simmons. So we got 4 guards on the court. Addie Laskowski's handling the point. Carolyn Francis passes it back to Lauren Kellerman. Ball bounces off her foot. Maddie Altman picks up the steal. Here comes Caroline McClaskey. Maddie Altman's posted up low. Nothing there.
Yeah, we've changed to a...
Are we...
no, I thought we did. No, we didn't.
Are we in some sort of a...
It started out at 2-3, but then we went man real quick. Thanks.
Drive by Caroline McClaskey. Takes the shot. There's another outside shot. Another rebound by Caroline McClaskey. She clears it out to number 20, Kendall Humphreys, who passes to number 24. Kelsey Sabins takes the shot. And Addie Laskowski gets the rebound, adjusts her face mask, makes a pass to Megan Simmons, just a little bit too far. I talked to Addie before the game about her peripheral vision. You remember, was it last year that Devin Guard broke his nose?
Yes, twice.
And he talked to me at church about how hard it was to see peripheral. He
Yes.
said he had no peripheral vision at all, and I forget, was it the Southmont game that he came back to play, and eventually he took that mask off because he just couldn't see.
Yes, he had a lot of trouble. Got a little angry and just took it off and played without it.
I'm not sure that Mom and Dad was real pleased by taking off that mask because those surgeries are expensive.
Yes, they are. I don't think they were.
Well, so far we got a low-scoring game. I'm not sure who that favors, but it's a 4-3 game in favor of the Chargers.
It may favor us. I know they put up 50 points, 53 points, I think, against us in the Sugar Creek Classic.
In the first game?
Yes.
We've got us a little pressure, Coach. Looks like a 1-2, 1-1. There's a good hand by Megan Simmons with a steal. Addie Laskowski with the ball, and she loses it. Caroline McClaskey. We got a 1-on-3. She kicks it back out. The ball's rotated. The number 20 is Kendall Humphreys, I believe. And she gets the 3-pointer. Nice job by the Chargers to rotate that ball to the open man. Addie Laskowski goes over the top. Unfortunately, she was passing that ball to the shortest Athenian.
Isabel's going to come back in and give Addie a break here.
So Isabel Viveros is back on the court. So we've got Viveros, Carolyn Francis, Lauren Kellerman, Megan Simmons, and is that Olivia Barnett?
Yes, it is.
I don't think Olivia's been out yet. She may play a lot of minutes tonight.
Yeah.
Maddie Altman's got that ball in the corner. The Athenians are in a zone. Number 32 is Emily Sennett with a long 2-pointer. So that's 3 outside shots now that the Chargers have hit, and they're staying in that press.
Yeah, trying to trap on the corner.
Megan Simmons to Isabel Viveros. We need her to knock that thing down. And Kendall Humphreys picks up that rebound. Caroline McClaskey may be the fastest player on the court with a great pass down the court. A great feed by Joy Shirer to Maddie Altman for 2. And suddenly a 4-3 lead is an 11-3 lead. Well, the Chargers just had one of their runs.
Yeah.
And if I was a betting man, I'm going to guess that there's going to be 2 or 3 runs tonight.
I'm sure you're right. I would bet against that one.
It's going to be a matter of who can withstand a run and who can answer with a run.
Yes.
And Coach Tony Bean takes a timeout. The Athenians regroup on the bench. And so far, their half court, 3/4 court, zone press has been effective.
Yes.
It has either caused some turnovers or it's caused some quick shots. We haven't been able to convert on those quick shots. And I'm trying to think, have we had a close shot at the rim yet?
No, we haven't. We have not taken one yet. We've tried to get the ball that way. Like you said, Addie has passed over the zone a couple times, but just a little too hard. So that's what she's got to do, but we got to get those passes down.
Malia Tomlinson is making her first appearance of the night. I need to turn you up just a little bit louder for my deaf ears. Okay, North Montgomery's changed defense again. This is about the third defensive chain.
Yeah.
Ryan Nupnaw is pulling all the strings out of the hat here tonight. Back to a 2-3 zone.
2-3, yes.
Isabel Viveros out to Lauren Kellerman for a 3. There we go. Nice pass from Isabel Viveros. So the Athenians got 6 points on 2 3-pointers. There's a long 3-pointer with an offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound by Maddie Altman. And Maddie Altman scores. So I believe that first shot was by Emily Sennett. Caroline McClaskey got the rebound, put it back up, and Maddie Altman stuck with it. Olivia Barnett with a half hook in the lane. And number 23 is a new player for North Montgomery. That's Sydney Sabins with the rebound. On the baseline, kicks the ball out to Caroline McClaskey for a 3-pointer. Shortest player in the court comes up with a big rebound, Carolyn Francis. That ball is brought up the court quickly to Olivia Barnett. Swings it back out to Isabel Viveros. One dribble to Lauren Kellerman to Carolyn Francis. Back to Isabel Viveros. The tallest Athenian is now 20 feet from the hoop. So we have 3 fairly short guards out there with Lauren Kellerman and Malia Tomlinson. And the Chargers are in, look like a 2-1-2, the old-fashioned 2-1-2. Good rebound there by Maddie Altman. That ball is up the court quickly by Carolyn McClaskey. And Joyce Shirer was just a little bit too quick and had a little giddy up there. 3 new subs in the game for North Montgomery. Caroline McClaskey takes a seat for the first time. There's 33 seconds left in the half.
20.
North Montgomery's up 13-6. Do you have the subs there, Coach?
For us, Chloe Livesey came in for Crawfordsville. We've got 22, Maddie Mosley. And I got to find the other one.
So Maddie Mosley, I see Maddie Mosley now.
Yes, 22.
What we really need to get Chloe loose for a 3-pointer here.
She usually comes right in when they put that zone on.
Lauren Kellerman going right. They're going to call her for dragging a foot. We got 4 seconds left on the clock. The Chargers with a 13-6 lead, and Ryan Nupnaw is trying to get his kids to advance that ball because of the time, and I'm afraid nobody knew what was on the clock but the coach.
That's right.
Well, that's an advantage for us. Last thing we want to do is to give up a 2 or 3-pointer to the Chargers. Well, the score was 4-3 with about half the first quarter to go, and North Montgomery ripped off 2-3 field goals right in a row. So the Athenians, the only points we have are a long 3-pointer by Addie Laskowski and Lauren Kellerman with the 3-pointer. And in one sense, the 2-3 zone by North allows us to get off some long shots.
Yeah. You know, that Lauren got that quick three as soon as they went into it. That helps her. She can hit the three out there, and it relieves her from the pressure that Caroline McClaskey puts on her. She got her to man-to-man almost the whole Sugar Creek Classic and really
did a nice job.
On her.
Well, we don't have any points in the paint. I'm not sure that we have, but 1 or 2 shots in the paint.
I think Olivia took one, and maybe Isabel might have took one down there.
Yeah,
that's it.
Olivia had a half hook in the lane, and somebody was at the maybe I can't remember if it was Isabel Viveros had a little jumper there, or Mackenzie Linus has checked into the game. She's our post player. She's about a 5'5", so we have gone small. Tallest players on the court for Crawfordsville are Lauren Kellerman's 5'6", maybe 5'7", and Chloe Livesey is 5'6". We are rotating the ball. There's Chloe Livesey with a three-pointer. Shots up. Good rebound by number 24, Kelsey Sabins, and Caroline McClaskey is back on the court. Swings that ball out to Kendall Humphreys. Returns that ball to Maddie Mosley. There's an inside pass to Joy Shireman on a back pick, and Mackenzie Linus picks up her first foul. Is that our first foul of the game?
Second foul.
Foul.
Isabel had a foul in the first quarter.
Yes, I remember that. Had a little foul and steal. So Joy Shirer is going to be shooting her first free throw of the night. Shots up and rolls out. I know one of the things that Coach Nuppenall takes a lot of pride in is their free throw shooting.
Yes.
And he has a way of shooting free throws, wants every kid to do it the same way, practice it the same way. And it has proven well for them over the years. So Joy Shirer with her second attempt. That time it's in. It's now 14-6, and we're in another press here, Coach.
Yes.
Is it there's a reach in and a steal. Caroline McClaskey, great pass.
Yes.
Wow. Great pass and a good rebound. Lauren Kellerman kept the ball alive. Addie Laskowski down the court with a running two. Kelsey Sabins with the rebound, and Caroline McClaskey advances the ball. She's running the point. She's doing a little bit of everything here tonight, Coach.
Yes, she is.
That's 2 quick fouls on Mackenzie Linus defending Kelsey Sabins. I couldn't tell on the North's last press. Was it a diamond press? Was it a man press?
It looked like a diamond. They got a quick trap on Lauren.
Trap on the inbounds pass. So North will inbounds the pass. Sabins sets the pick. Backdoor cut. Good. It's the old pick the picker play. Kelsey Sabins picks up her first 2 points of the night. It's now 16-6. Got a 10-point lead. Isabel Viveros, I thought she got away with a double dribble. That's the one referee over there that I can't remember his name. And he actually made a good call. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So here comes the Chargers. Caroline McClaskey's running the point. Caroline McClaskey's probably the fastest girl in the county.
Yeah.
What a runner in track.
Yeah.
Mosley's got that ball on top, and the Athenians got a press of their own. There was an open shot. She didn't take it. Good entry pass. Good shot in the lane by Sydney Sabins, or Kelsey Sabins. I'm getting all these Sabins mixed up here.
Yeah.
I'm going to just start calling them the S team.
Yeah.
Ball's out of bounds, and the Athenians will be defending the west goal. They ran the same play on the opposite side, and they had a little giddy up and go there by Kelsey Sabins. Well, if it worked once, try it again. Absolutely, kind of like fishing. It works. Isabel Viveros, okay, we've got a little break going here. 3-on-2 opportunity. Megan Simmons decides not to shoot the ball. Gives that ball to Lauren Kellerman, who brings it out front, and the Athenians going to set it up. Chargers are in a half court, man for man. Isabel Viveros trying to get the team all set up, ready to go. There's Addie Laskowski in the corner. Isabel Viveros cuts to the basket. Here comes Addie Laskowski, a good jumper. Little short. Got to wonder if that face mask is obscuring her vision.
You would think so. I would never want to try to use one of those.
There was a wide open three-pointer by Kendall Humphreys. Off to the left. Good rebound by Megan Simmons. Chloe Livesey bringing that ball down the court. Megan Simmons has got the ball in the corner. She drives. And number 24, Kelsey Sabins, is going to pick up the block. And it's only the third foul. Is that the fourth foul? Regardless, it's going to be an out-of-bounds play for the Athenians. I think this is our first opportunity for an out-of-bounds play. Got 2 players in the lane. 2 players on ball side. Nobody's open. Kicks it back out to Chloe Livesey, and she shoots a long 3, and there you go. Good thing we're hitting our outside shots here, Coach.
Yep, that's our only points, 3 of them.
3 of them, and we need all of them. Need another press by the Athenians. That ball's reversed cross court. Dangerous pass. Entry pass to Joy Shirer. She kicks it out to Caroline McClaskey. Jumper along the baseline. Doesn't get the roll. Maddie Altman with the rebound. I think the foul is going to be an Addie Laskowski. Let's see.
32.
32?
Yep.
Oh, I hate being right. Well, Maddie Altman's playing a pretty good game so far, Coach.
Yes, she is.
2 buckets. She's going to the line for 2 free throws. A chance to extend the lead. Bounces up ball 3 or 4 times. Shots up, a little bit long. Ryan teaches his kids to put their middle finger on the valve where you put the air in the basketball. He wants them to take 2 dribbles. Well, she's going to take 2, then 3. Twirl the ball. Get that ball right in the middle. Shots up. Makes the second one. So the Chargers have hit 2 of 4 free throws. Here come the Athenians, though. Let's see if we can respond. 17-9. Still in the ball game. Addie Laskowski down the lane. There we go. Addie Laskowski was able to get through the lane. The foul was on
33, Maddie Altman.
Maddie Altman picks up her first foul of the night. Well, let's see if we can get the old-fashioned three-point play, and we'll keep our run of three-pointers going. Addie Laskowski is having to look through that face mask, puts up a real nice shot that falls short. So it's 17-11. The Athenians are still in the game. Good pass into Joy Shirer. Wow. Caroline McClaskey made a real good pass. And Joy Shirer connects, and she's going to have an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-pointer.
44.
Chloe Livesey picks up her first foul of the game. That was one of the cases where you just break to the basket, and if the defender turns her head.
Yeah.
And Caroline McClaskey made a real good pass. Joy Shirer's up and in. So Joy Shirer's 2 of 3 now from the line. That lead is extended to 20-11, and the Chargers will remain. We got another press here, Coach.
Yeah.
No, we're in man. No.
Nah. Yeah, they're showing zone and playing.
I tell you what, Ryan has done a great job at mixing up the defense. Chloe Livesey takes that ball down the middle. We got a tie up, and that's a good thing for us because I thought we were going to lose the ball. We'll get another chance to have an inbounds play. Chloe Livesey's coming out of the game, and Malia Tomlinson's coming in. Malia's a 5'11 senior. So we've got 2 post players. First time we've had 2 post players on the court at the same time.
Yes, it is.
Let's see if we can't take advantage of a little bit of height here. Addie Laskowski to inbounds the ball. John Boyer hands her the orange. There's a good play. Megan Simmons on a good pick. That's Megan's first bucket of the game. Give Addie Laskowski the assist. Caroline McClaskey advances that ball. Wow.
Emily Sennett.
That was a long 2. While we were congratulating ourselves for a great inbounds pass, North advanced the ball and got a shot off. Olivia Barnett. She's being tied up. Malia Tomlinson with the ball on the wing. Dribbles that ball with her left hand 3, 4, or 5 times. Rotates the ball to Megan Simmons. Lauren Kellerman cuts through the lane. Addie Laskowski loses the handle. Here comes Joy Shirer. Reverses that ball out. Right off the hands of Caroline McClaskey. Is that about, they haven't had too many turnovers tonight. So far, North Montgomery's handled the ball fairly well.
Yes, they have.
Got a new press here, Coach. Is it a full court man?
Yes. Looks like it might be, yes.
Full court man.
Yes, it is.
There's the ball out. Oh, my goodness. They're going to call a foul on Maddie Altman, I hope. That was a dangerous pass.
Yes, it was.
I think we may have gotten, yes, fouls on Maddie Altman. Is that her second foul?
Her second foul.
So a big post player is probably going to come out of the game. Kelsey Sabins is in the game. And they've made so many substitutions, I can't keep up there, everybody.
I know it is. In and out right now.
Addie Laskowski has the ball. That's one kid I do recognize. She's going to run the point.
Yeah.
Got that ball in the right hand. Penetrates, stops, elevates, shoots. Pretty good shot.
She's a little short tonight.
Lauren Kellerman rips that ball out of somebody's hands. Puts it back up. That's her second bucket of the night. She's got 5, and we're within 7. Caroline McClaskey with a bounce pass. There's a long 3. Rebounded by number 23, who is Sydney Sabins. And we've got a tie-up between Addie Laskowski and Kelsey Sabins. So the ball will stay on the west end of the court, and the charge in charge is a retained possession. Ball's inbounded to number 22, Maddie Mosley. And reverse to Caroline McClaskey. She's dribbling right-handed. Goes to the hole hard. I believe the foul is going to be on Lauren Kellerman, but I'm not sure if they're going to give it to her or Malia Tomlinson. They're going to give that foul to Malia Tomlinson. My good buddy Steve with the call there. I thought, oh, he's running over to the table trying to decide who he's going to give the call to. So we're going to have 2 shots on the strong drive to the hoop by Caroline McClaskey, and that ball is up and in. 1, 2, 3, that's 4 free throws for the Chargers with only 2 misses so far. So we got an 8-point lead. 4 of those 8 points are free throws. The Athenians have only shot 1 free throw and missed. Caroline McClaskey with the second free throw. That shot's up. Bounds off the back of the rim. Rolls around. Drops through. Shooter's touch. Here comes Addie Laskowski handling the ball. Dribbling left-handed. Here comes Olivia Barnett down the lane. Kicks that ball out to Lauren Kellerman. Caroline McClaskey is on Lauren Kellerman. There's a kick out to Chloe Livesey in the deep corner for a 3. The ball's rebound. Oh, look at that steal. Olivia Barnett with a great steal and a putback. Oh, that is awesome.
Very good play. Very aggressive right there.
That is awesome. That's a big turnaround. Bounce pass. Shot in the corner. Oh, had a little giddy up there by number 32, Emily Sennett. 7-point lead right now for the Chargers, and Coach Ryan Nupnaw is calling the timeout. Hey, well, we've got a quick timeout. Let's review a couple of things we didn't have a chance to do at the top of the broadcast. Ryan Nupnaw from North Montgomery is in his 4th season at North Montgomery, and if I've got it written down right, which I don't. I was looking at his record early this week. The Chargers number 4 in the sectional, number 77 in 3A. They come in with a 50-50 record tonight, but each year that Ryan has been at the school, their record has improved. And so he's hoping they can break through this year and have a winning record. And this is Tony Bean's 2nd season at the helm for Crawfordsville, and it's been well, the last 2 years North Montgomery's won the county title.
Yes.
This is the first leg. I know that Crawfordsville always plays Southmont in January. Can't remember when North Montgomery plays Southmont. But Ryan thinks that he's got the best team in the county.
Right. Right.
He's got the most returnees, I know that. He would love to have 3 county championships in a row.
Yes.
And here we go with another press, Coach.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think we're in a 1-2-2 press now. Ball slips out of Addie's hands. They're on the court. That's number 20, Kendall Humphreys.
I think she was on the line when they got tied
Good
up.
deal. You know what? That mask is causing her just enough vision problems to make her uncomfortable.
Yes, that's what it is. It's just discomfort. Yeah.
Passes into Chloe Livesey. Chloe comes across the court and picks up the ball. Returns it to Addie Laskowski, who dribbled once with her left hand, and North Montgomery kicked it out of bounds. So it'll be another out-of-bounds play for the Athenians. The last time they ran a little razzle-dazzle, and Megan Simmons caught that ball. There she is again.
Again, yeah.
Nice play. Good pass from Addie Laskowski. That's 2 baskets now that we've scored on out-of-bounds plays. That's one of the things I always tried to do, was to score a good percentage of points on out-of-bounds plays.
Yes.
Caroline McClaskey right down Broadway. There was no weak side help. And that's 8 points for the point guard of the Chargers. Chloe Livesey launches from Southmont High School. And Caroline McClaskey and Lauren Kellerman tie up on the rebound, and the advantage goes to the Athenians. Chloe Livesey was almost on the blue line there, Coach.
Yeah.
That's out there in the netherworld. Here come the Athenians. See if we run the same play. She's open. The pass was just a hair late.
Yeah.
Addie had that rebound just for a second, and Kelsey Sabins reached over. Let's run that same play again.
Yeah, they're looking at the shooters and not even looking at Megan. 3 straight.
We got a steal on the baseline. Number 22's Maddie Mosley. Olivia Barnett, a little bit too aggressive here in the backcourt. The Athenians tried to jump on him for a press, and she picks up a foul. I believe that's the team's. Is that the 5th foul? Oh, we're shooting 1-on-1.
Should be 7.
That's our 7th foul.
I've got 7.
7th foul. So, is that Kendall Humphreys at the line?
Yes,
Okay.
I believe it is Kendall.
So we're shooting a 1-on-1. This is the first 1-on-1 for North tonight. North's up 26-19. There's 1:32 to go in the half. Been a pretty good game so far.
No, hasn't been bad at all.
First shot's up. Oh, what an offensive rebound.
That
Number
was
24. Wow.
Those hurt you.
Kelsey Sabins with a putback. And now it's a 9-point lead, and we got another press on. Lauren Kellerman trying to go to her left. Dribbles right. Number 22's Mosley. Oh, wow. Olivia Barnett with a big
Throws
bucket.
one in.
Had it all the way, Coach.
Yes, she did.
Oh, Daddy, don't pick up a foul, kiddo. There's a kick out from Caroline McClaskey. We've got Sennett in the corner. Ball's back out to McClaskey. Ball went right through her hands. Here's a good drive. Ball's kicked out and went right through her hands. That's in the Athenians' favor, and that helps.
We have 31, Joy Shire returning in.
Joy Shirer back in the game. She's a pretty good shooter. We've got to keep our eye on her. Having trouble finding an opening. There's Chloe Livesey. Breaks to the ball. Left-handed behind her back. Crossover. Puts up a one-hander, which is blocked. Caroline McClaskey gets the deflection. And she's handling that basketball to Joy Shirer down in the corner. Got a drive along the baseline and a foul. Number 20, Kendall Humphreys, will go to the line for a 2-point free throw attempt. So far, the Chargers have missed 3 free throws. They've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's on Addie Laskowski.
Addie Laskowski, is that her second foul?
Second foul, yes.
Okay. We should either have the ball or get a rebound. And the shot's up and off the rim. So that's 5 of 9 for the Chargers from the line tonight. I know Ryan's not happy with that.
Oh.
But it goes the Athenians' way. Let's make sure we block out of here.
Yeah, they got a nice rebound on the last
Shots
one.
up. Megan Simmons with the rebound. I think we're going to have a lane violation
Yes.
on Eddie Laskowski. No way, single. Yeah, lane violation. I thought I saw him hold up at 32.
It looked like 32.
Okay, Kendall Humphreys is going to get a second chance. Let's hope it doesn't bite us. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, Kelsey Sabins got that offensive rebound, put it back, got her own offensive rebound, and then she picked up a foul.
Yes.
And that, that foul was on Addie Laskowski.
Addie Laskowski, her third.
That's her third foul, and that's a disaster for the Athenians because we just absolutely have to have her athleticism on the court. So Kelsey Sabins steps to the line. She'll be shooting 2 free throws tonight. Chargers are 5 of 10 unofficially, and that one's up and in. We could have gone down the court trying to cut the lead to 5. Now it's an 8-point lead.
Yes.
So far tonight, Kelsey Sabins have 5 points, 2 field goals. She's 1 of 1 from the line. Her second shot is up. Off the front of the rebound, and Lauren Kellerman gets that rebound. She's dribbling that basketball with her left hand, driving right down the lane and in. There we go. That's a big hoop, Coach.
Yes, it is. First foul on McClaskey.
1 foul on Caroline McClaskey, and Lauren Kellerman, that's her 7th point. She's got a chance to make it the old-fashioned 3-point play. And
Coach Dean got Addie out of there. She's got that third foul, brought Carolyn Francis in.
Good call. And we've got Malia Tomlinson in. So we got 2 post players, Lauren Kellerman, Olivia Barnett, Carolyn Francis. I'm not sure Olivia Barnett's been out of the game. Do you recall?
I don't think she has. I don't think her or Megan either one have.
Ball's off the rim. Joy Shirer picks up the rebound. There's plenty of time on the clock to get a good shot. They swing that ball from side to side. Good pass inside to Joy Shireman, and Carolyn Francis picks up the steal. Plenty of time on the clock. Entry pass to Megan Simmons. A nice half hook. And Joy Shirer gets that rebound. There's 3 seconds on the clock. She launches it from half court, and it's no good. So the score at halftime, 29 for the Chargers and 23 for the Crawfordsville Athenians. What do you think so far, Coach?
I think Coach Bean's probably pretty happy with that score right now. We had a little trouble with turnovers on the 1-3-1 press. Had some traps, didn't get some had, like we pointed out earlier, we didn't get the ball inside, everything was outside. We started handling the pressure a little bit better in the second quarter.
You know, about the only time we've gotten the ball inside is on out-of-bounds plays.
Right. And we scored what?
Well, we scored
twice.
Megan scored two of the buckets. I'm just trying to
scored.
think. Libby Barnett's got 2 hoops, 1 on a miraculous jumper. I think she jumped up to pass the ball.
Yeah, she had a hand in her face, and I think she saw somebody covering where she wanted to pass it, so she just threw it in.
She had it all the way.
Yes, she did.
That's one she can talk about later on.
Uh-huh.
Well, at halftime, our leading scorer is Lauren Kellerman with 7. Addie Laskowski's got 5. Olivia Barnett's got 4. Megan Simmons has got 4. Chloe Livis has got 3. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 kids who've scored so far. Before North Montgomery, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids who've scored. And so far, Caroline McClaskey's got 8 points. Kimball Humphreys with 3. Kelsey Sabins with 5. Joy Shirer with 4. Emily Sennett with 4. Maddie Altman with 5. So the Chargers have more kids who've scored than the Athenians. But I got to tell you, 29-23, if I read it right on the segment ratings, the Chargers were favored, I think, by 16, 17 points.
I believe you're right. Yes, I was looking at that today.
Hopefully. We got Mr. Barton's going to come up for a little halftime interview. So I'm going to have Coach Schubert going to hand off his headphones to our athletic director. This will be a first. This will be a first. Hey, we welcome to the worldwide broadcast our wonderful athletic director, Bryce Burton. How many years have you been the athletic director?
This is 17.
17.
17 here at the high school, yes.
So you started in 01?
01, correct.
I didn't know that because I moved to town in 02. I had no clue. I just assumed you'd been here forever.
Yeah, so 20 years in the school corporation. And,
awesome.
17 years here.
Now, you've been busy lately because I know you've been to the National Athletic Directors Conference.
Correct, yes.
Then I heard through the grapevine you've been to some other little meeting.
Let's see, what else?
Was that the Conference Athletic Directors meeting?
Yes, Conference Athletic Directors meeting in Phoenix. And
you guys went to Phoenix to have a meeting?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, we did, yes.
Hey, man, I got to learn to be an athletic director. How was the weather?
Weather was phenomenal. It's like sunny and 75.
Did you go golfing?
I did not go golfing.
Oh, well, thank God for that.
Got some runs in and some shorts and a T-shirt, so that was great.
You know, since I've last seen you, I think you've run in the Boston Marathon.
Yes.
Yes. How'd that go?
It went well. So headed back again in April. It'll be my fourth or fifth.
Fourth or fifth time?
Yeah.
Well, I've thought about it a few times.
Coach Thomas, always the same. Nothing ever different.
Hey, what's new in the athletic world in the conference?
In the conference? Well,
I hear that we got something new going to start. Is there going to be a point of emphasis that I've heard about?
Well, from my standpoint, I addressed our student athletes about a week and a half ago, just trying to get them to be a little bit more accountable to themselves, accountable to the coaches, accountable to their teammates. And it's one of those discussions of do you feel like you're giving 100% to yourself and getting better? Do you feel like you're giving yourself to your teammates? Are you giving 100% to your teammates? And so we had a discussion. We looked at the conference standings, and after the fall sports, it's been a tough fall for us outside of conference cross country. We had our struggles across the board, and went back and looked at the numbers, and we really are trying to stress the strength and conditioning side of it.
Okay.
We know that kids put the ball in their hand and they do the things that they're supposed to do from a skill standpoint.
Right.
However, when I looked at our weightlifting numbers, they're just not what they used to be. With trying to get into the weight room, trying to get bigger, faster, stronger. And I brought up to the kids, I said, when have you ever watched a game where where somebody who is handling the game, a commentator has said, look, that kid is too big, too fast, too strong, too quick, too agile to play that sport. It doesn't happen. If you want to be the best you can be at your sport, you've got to be able to put some time and effort into getting better athletically.
So when you say that you looked at the weightlifting numbers, are you talking about the poundage, the repetitions, or are you talking about the number of kids who are in the weight room?
We had 200 athletes 200 different athletes who participated in a fall or a winter sport.
Out of how many kids in school?
700 kids in the school.
So 2 out of 7.
Yep, 2 out of 7. Only 80 athletes are enrolled currently in our specialized PE class.
You've got to be kidding me.
80 kids. So if they're not lifting with their coach, and I know that our swimmers are coming in a couple mornings a week and are lifting with Coach Hedrick and with Coach Getz, but if they are not lifting with them, or Coach Craig, I know, brings her cross-country team in and they do some body weight stuff and some training for the running side of it. But outside of those groups, we really don't have too many strength and conditioning programs currently going on with our team. So, I ran the numbers, and only 17 of our girls are participating in specialized PE. So
in all sports?
In the fall and the winter, only 17 of those girls who are participating in the fall and winter were in first semester specialized.
Wow.
So what can we do to get better? Is there flexibility in your schedule to be able to enroll in specialized PE? Can you get in zero period, which is the 7:30 to 8:15 class before school ever starts? So a student athlete could actually take 8 classes if they wanted.
I know girls like that class. Then they go work out, and then their hair's all messed up.
Well, they take that 7:30 class. They can be done at 8:15.
Hey, you got to sacrifice for the team.
They've still got 30 minutes to get ready for school, get some breakfast in. And the nice part about having specialized PE super early in the morning is you've got recovery time. You can eat breakfast, you can eat lunch, and then you've still got 3 or 4 hours before you're going to conduct yourself in a afternoon practice setting.
That used to be a big whine with especially the girls.
6th, 7th hour specialized, and
then they come into practice. Oh, I can't shoot, coach. You know, my arm's falling off.
Yes. You know, and they're gonna feel that early in the second semester if they get enrolled in specialized PE. They're gonna feel weak. I'll never forget the first time I took specialized PE and I was trying to play tennis, and you know, I just did not feel comfortable. I was gel legs and my arms. I couldn't get my arms above my head sometimes during practice.
How old were you then?
I was a sophomore.
In college?
In high school.
High school.
In high school. So no, we got into specialized PE early.
Okay.
So we're trying to make it where we're considering looking at our curriculum where we can see getting our freshmen into a weightlifting course early.
Okay.
And so we're still in the thought process of that and trying to work through the dynamics of that. But we feel like we can take probably 60 to 70 more kids into specialized PE for second semester, and I've addressed that with the kids. The coaches have addressed that, so we're trying to make that work.
Well, that's interesting. I saw something on Twitter yesterday from Mac Petty. The golfers at Wabash College have a weightlifting regimen that the one I saw, they were doing something with their legs that helps mimic the swing. And when I was in school, we didn't even have, back when me and Abraham Lincoln were teammates, there were no weights. This is way back, the previous century. But here the golfers are doing weight-specific regimens to help prepare for the season. Now, if the golfers are going to lift weights, everybody else. Is there a sport where you wouldn't lift weights?
Exactly, and that was my statement to the kids earlier. Where have you heard somebody say you're too big, too fast, too strong, too quick, too agile? You're not. You're going to get better, and it's a confidence thing. If you go out on the floor and you go up and you rip a rebound away from somebody, it's because you're bigger and stronger. You're going to portray yourself on the floor to be a tougher kid. And it's mental toughness. It's a mental toughness thing. You can fight through that soreness, or you can fight through the difficult practice because you're prepared for it.
I think that's where the athletic director says to the kids, "Suck her up, Buttercup." Is that right? Is that what you learned in Arizona?
That's exactly. I took a class on that. It was 1 hour class, 8:15. In the morning on Monday. It was Suck It Up, Buttercup.
Now, we're behind by 6 points, but one of our buckets was scored right there at the end by Olivia Barnett. The North Montgomery girl had a clean rebound, and she ripped that ball right out of her hands and got the hoop. So that's a 4-point tournament. Instead of North scoring, we score.
Absolutely. And I think that, like you said, that's a pep in the step to go to the locker room and make you feel comfortable about, hey, we're only down 6.
2 possessions.
Exactly.
Possessions.
Yep. So I went and worked at Northwestern last night and had Heritage Christian, which brought back the days of a couple tough battles with Heritage Christian, and probably one of the most full this gym has ever been is when Heritage Christian came to town with Ferris and a couple of those other girls.
They were pretty good. We had a really our best team probably ever.
Yes, absolutely.
And we did not perform to our expectations that night, but it helped prepare us for the end of the season run.
Absolutely.
Olivia, that's not Olivia, that's Isabel Viveros.
Yes, they got the layup there.
And we're just having a good time talking. I forget there's a game going on. We're only down 4 points here. I'm Tony Thomas with our athletic director, and we're talking about weightlifting. And so I want to
there's a prime example right there of Lauren Kellerman just being a little weaker than the opponent, and she just ripped it out of her hands.
Right out of her hands. So I'm a big proponent for weightlifting. There's a lot of things you learn with weightlifting. If you've ever been to a weightlifting demonstration, they teach you can do more than what you think you can do. There's a cross-court pass, Olivia Barnett trying to get out of that double team.
Well, and something I haven't even mentioned is prevention of injuries.
Yes.
That is so key early to be able to develop some core strength, develop some leg strength, and you won't have those achy knees and the hips and the issues and ailments that we currently have.
So we got a lot of injuries, I take it.
Yeah. Doug Horton stays pretty busy during his hours here at the high school.
Well, I know for myself, I've got a father of 3, and all 3 of my girls were in athletics. They all lifted weights, and fortunately, they all enjoyed it. So the only time I ever lifted weights was with my daughters. Now my grandkids are starting to come along, and I'm thinking maybe I might get back in shape again.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll run that Boston Marathon.
There you go. There's never a time that you can't. You just got to hit that standard.
I think if I went to Boston, I would probably stop at the Old North Church and some of the historical sites, and I'd lose focus probably.
You do run past Fenway, so you do have that going for you.
That would be a heck of a distraction because I've never been there.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Been 3 times now to Fenway.
Oh man,
and loved every second of it.
I've been to a lot of the old stadiums, but I've never been to Fenway. That's one of the things on my bucket list that I want to do. So does the school offer a weightlifting class for credit?
Yes. So we have specialized PE classes. We got the 0 period, which is before school, and then we run specialized 1st through 5th.
And how many years can you do this? Every year?
You can. You got to get your basic PE credit in, which is what we're trying to work on right now to see if we can't get that basic PE credit early in their freshman year, and then get enrolled as many times as they can get in. And it can be a semester class or it can be a year class.
Okay. And does our middle school have a weight room?
Our middle school, and that's the nice thing. We have started to see some advances with our incoming freshmen who have done a lot of the body weight stuff and some of the CrossFit things with Coach Craig and Mrs. Shuren over at the middle school since we built the new middle school, and there's a weight room there, and I know they spend a couple days a week in that facility working.
For the Athenian fans listening to the broadcast, if you haven't been to the middle school, I don't know how you're ever going to get in to go look at it because the security is unbelievable. It's like Fort Knox. You go in there, you got to show them a license and all the other kind of things. But what a beautiful facility. Their wrestling room is so much bigger than ours.
Oh, yes.
The 2 gyms that they have are so nice.
Yes.
What a beautiful facility.
Yes, and it's something that those kids take a lot of pride in. And I witnessed a video that actually Brandon Froge made it for Coach Moats that had their pep session and their spirit night from Northridge the other night. And, they've got something going over there at the middle school right now, and they're doing a heck of a job. It started with Mr. Strickland and him trying to change the mentality, and it's carried over to Mr. Bocart, Mr. Moats, Mrs. Cooper. So it's going well over there.
Well, it's a beautiful facility, and I sure hope that we take advantage of that. And Brett is my neighbor, so I get to watch his 2 sons play in the front yard all the time, all hours of the night.
Exactly.
We love that.
Those are 2 gym rats for sure.
Well, I did the same thing to my neighbor, Mr. Chestnut. He used to come out about midnight and beg me to go inside. The kids, that's another thing with kids. They're playing these computer games, not necessarily in the gym. There's a great offensive rebound there by Megan Simmons with a foul. Folks, it's 32-25 here. We're halfway through the third quarter, and we're chatting with our 17 years you've been here?
17 years.
Wow. That's almost a career.
Almost. Halfway through the career.
How old's your dad?
My dad would be close to 70 right now, I think.
Oh, he's a lot older than me.
Yeah. So,
something like that.
Game like this is where Coach Nupnaw is kind of nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've expanded the lead a little bit, and then we've been able to come back. Then they would expand it and come back. And if you're Coach Bean, you're like, oh my gosh, how many times can this rubber band go out before it breaks and heads in the wrong direction? But, we've just hung in there. We just
got to hang in. Yeah. I just used to always think if we can hang in to the last 3 minutes, then we've got a chance. And especially, they're Sagrin. North's supposed to win by, I think, 16, 17 points. So all the pressure's on Ryan. That's not on Tony. There's a good offensive rebound there, defensive rebound by Addie Laskowski. I don't know how much of the game you've been able to watch. I think Addie has struggled a little bit with her peripheral vision.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I could tell a couple of times that she's wanted to look down while she's dribbling, which you shouldn't be doing anyway, but when she looks down while she's dribbling, she's struggled a little bit to see below that mask.
Old habits are hard to break. There's a deflection and a steal. Lauren Kelman's got that ball driven about Adams Apple High. Let's see if the Athenians can cut this lead to either 2 or 3 points. Good penetration by Olivia Barnett. Shots up and a little bit short. So we're trying to get everybody into the weight room?
Trying to get everybody in the weight room. So they've got until Tuesday, I believe, to get their second semester classes changed.
Okay.
And I know that the coaches are continuing to talk to the girls about it, girls and guys about it, and there's announcements on there that they got to get that schedule changed by then. So,
any extrinsic motivation that you're offering? There's a steal.
She may have gotten away with the double dribble.
Ooh, wow.
Well, I'm not going to go there yet with if things don't work out and not getting into specialized, but we're going to have to do something a little bit different to try to get some more kids in there, and we'll see how that goes.
So you're working at it?
I'm working at it.
Okay.
Had some email conversations with coaches, had some face-to-face conversations with coaches. I met with the students. Monday night, let me go ahead and put a plug in. Monday night, Josh Lindblom, who's had a 5-year Major League baseball career, is going to be here Monday evening in the Aux Gym at 6:30 to speak to our student athletes just about hard work and some of the trials and tribulations that he's had trying to move up and down the ranks of the major leagues. And
how did you get him here?
He and Jeff Bannon are very good friends.
Okay.
And so Jeff kind of arranged so Josh and his wife are coming to town to have dinner with Amanda and Jeff said, hey, interested in talking? I think Coach Froge has been involved in the conversation.
Okay.
Coach Pierce, Coach Irvin, Coach Hedrick are going to keep their athletes around after winter practice. So we're looking forward to hearing that. I hear my phone ringing. Probably time for Coach Shuby to get back in the ball game here.
Thanks for dropping by,
hey, thanks.
Mr. Burton.
Thanks, Coach Thomas.
Appreciate very much. That's our athletic director, Bryce Burton. And while we were visiting, Chloe Livesey hit a long three-pointer, her second of the night. Leads down to 4 points. Number 22 for North Montgomery puts up the shot, but Maddie Altman clears the boards. Addie Laskowski down the court. There's a big hoop right there. Addie Laskowski with the steal, drove it to the hoop hard. She was fouled by Caroline McClaskey. Coach, we got a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play, which will draw us within one. You're back just in time for a Ryan Nuttenall timeout.
I should have stayed up there. We're looking good right now. Got a little thing going here.
Well, I was visiting with Bryce. What the heck happened in the game?
Well, we are doing everything right now. Pressure, handling the ball well. Got a couple steals. Got a steal right off the bat to start the quarter. Just picked up our intensity, I believe.
So our defense is leading to the offense.
Yes, it is.
See, that's the thing kids don't understand. Anytime you play good defense, put pressure on the other team, you force them to make mistakes, just like Addie. Number one, she got somebody got the deflection, and she picked up the steal. She wasn't satisfied with the steal. She drove it hard to the hoop with a broken nose and a mask on her face. And the fastest kid in the county was behind her. And I was afraid she was going to block it. But Addie took it up strong, made the shot, and for Addie, that's her first bucket of the second half. 7th point of the game. And the lead, which was 29-23 after 2 quarters, is now 34-32. So we're only behind by 2.
Yes. Right back in the game.
3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Boy, if we can keep it close. That's what Bryce and I were talking about. Boy, if you can get down to 3 minutes and you're still in the game, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Look at there, the old-fashioned three-pointer. That's our third free throw of the game, because I had Megan Simmons for 2 while Bryce and I were talking. Okay, we're in a press of our own. Looks like a diamond half-court press. There's a deflection and a steal by Lauren Kellerman. She takes it strong to the hoop. They're going to call her for walking. Well, rats. Yeah. That's okay. You know what? We're putting good pressure on
them. Hustle play, yes.
Hopefully, if we could just rattle North just a little bit, gain some confidence in ourselves. We've got 4 guards and Megan Simmons on the court, and Megan just picked up a little foul. That ball was a good entry pass to Joyce Shire in the post, and Megan reached around and picked up a foul. How many fouls does Megan have? I don't have a track of that.
I have her for 1. And the scoreboard has her for 1.
I pretty much lost track of everything, Mike, when I was visiting with Bryce.
I was trying to get there behind you.
Okay, Caroline McClaskey's the quarterback for North Montgomery. And we got the low post picking for the kids at the elbow and reversed back out to Maddie Altman. She moved her pivot foot and got away with it.
Not supposed to happen.
There's a cross-court pass. Caroline McClaskey drives it hard. Oh, no!
That's going to be 4.
I thought it was a pretty good block myself.
It looked good, me.
Well, now Tony Bean's got to make a heck of a decision here.
He's doing it.
I think we're going Malia Tomlinson for Addie Laskowski, so we'll be moving Lauren or Carolyn Francis to the point. And Caroline McClaskey is going to be shooting 2. She drove that ball hard to the hoop with her left hand. Looked like a good rotation on that shot, but it was in and it was out. So it's still a 1-point lead for the Chargers. Got a few more fans here now, Coach. We got quarter and a half yet to go in this game. Caroline McClaskey misses the second one, but there's number 24, Kelsey Sabins with offensive rebound and a put back. Malia Tomlinson with an offensive rebound, but she's tied up.
Just a little side note here on Kelsey's rebound then. That was her 10th rebound of the game.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's a lot of rebounds.
Yeah, she had 9 rebounds in the first half.
Number 32 is Emily Sinnott with a long three-pointer. And did Lauren Kellerman just pick up a foul?
I think so.
Oh, boy. No, they gave the foul. That was on Caroline McClaskey, her third. Okay, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, my good buddy Steve made the right call there. Here comes Lauren McClaskey. Looks like the Chargers are in a half-court man this time. Lauren's dribbling with the right hand, going to her right. There's a left-hand reversal out to Megan Simmons. Carolyn Francis comes off a pick. She's holding that ball. Reverses the ball to Malia Tomlinson. Reverses the ball to Chloe Livesey for a long three-pointer. Wow. Look at there, Coach.
Actually takes the lead.
2-point lead for the This is where I would call a timeout and take a picture of the scoreboard.
Right.
2-point lead. We're still in the press. Oh, no. Lauren Kellerman picks up a foul. That ball was reversed, and it was just a little bit lazy. And instead of reaching with her right hand, she caught her on the backside. We got just a little bit of a short there, and hopefully that's it. Okay, we're in the diamond half-court press. Caroline McClaskey comes across half-court, reverses the ball.
That's what you got to look for right there.
Number 32 is one of the Sabin girls, and Chloe Livesey with a rebound. She crosses half-court. Oh, no, picks that ball up, and Carolyn Francis was right there to get it. Reverses it down to Megan Simmons in the corner. She puts up a left hand. And Megan Simmons is going to be over the back, I believe. Not much of a foul.
No.
I'm going to have to talk to my good buddy there. Somehow.
Yes, you are. That's her second.
Unless you draw blood, you got to let some of those things go. This is a county game here now. It's not some little cupcake game. North comes down. They're down by 2. We've got a minute and a half to go in the quarter. And one of our best players is on the bench with her 4th foul. Kicks out to the corner. Reverses that ball to Caroline McClaskey. Reverses that ball to Kendall Humphreys. There's a good up and under. Offensive rebound. Off her own shot is Kelsey Sabins, and she's fouled. I think it's going to be in Chloe Livesey. Let's see. 44. Is that Emily Sinnott at the line, or is that...
that is Kelsey, I believe.
Kelsey Sabins is going.
Kelsey.
She has not scored here in the second half. She'll have 2 opportunities to convert on free throws. The first one's up. Looked pretty good. Second free throw to come. I think I read earlier someplace that North's hitting about 57% of their free throws on the season. And that's a little lower than what Ryan would like.
Right.
That one looked pretty good, and we got a tie game. Hasn't been tied since the tip.
Nope.
So it's, Cross-court pass was deflected. by Emily Sennett. Megan Simmons for a three. That was blocked. Chloe Livesey with an offensive rebound. It's stolen by Kelsey Sabins. Caroline McClaskey advances that ball. We're going to have a block on Lauren Kellerman. Number 32, Emily Simmett, was coming hard, and Lauren had not established position. I know she thinks she did.
Look on her face, yes.
When she sees the tape, she'll see a different...
right, that's her third foul.
Is that Emily Sennett at the line?
Yes, it is.
She has not scored here in the second half, and she's shooting a 1-on-1. And misses that first one. But Kelsey Sabins gets the offensive rebound. Ball's reversed out front to Caroline McClaskey. Reversed again. We're heading. There's a long three-pointer by Joyce Shirer. Offensive rebound by Kelsey Sabins. They're going to call a walk on Caroline McClaskey. So with 35.2 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter, it's all tied up 36-36. You know, both teams have struggled in recent games scoring, and I'm not sure they've hit in the 30s in the last week or so, but right now it's looking pretty good, and we've got another change of defense by Ryan Nupnall. We've got a 2-1 half-court trap. The ball's reversed to Megan Simmons. She's dribbling left-handed. Lauren Kellerman's got the ball, left-handed to the hoop, and a reverse. Oh, wow, thought she had it. And the ball's going to be up the court quickly to Joy Shirer. Good drive to the hole. Joy Shirer with her first points of the second half. North retakes the lead. Malia Tomlinson trying to get loose for the shot. Time expires in the third quarter. And with 8 minutes to go, Coach, we got us a game.
Yes, we do. Good quarter for the Athenians.
You know, I can't remember. The largest lead of the game may have been, was it 16-6?
Yes, it was in the first quarter, yes. They jumped out to a big lead.
So, that was a pretty good quarter. We were down 29-23 after a half. So we made up 4 points in the quarter. Actually, we had a 2-point lead. And Ryan Nupnall took a timeout, changed his defense 2 or 3 times, picked up a steal or two, took the ball strong to the hoop, and connected on a few free throws, got some calls. That last minute 32, everything went North's way.
Yes.
That's a game of runs.
That's what we were mentioning earlier.
North had a good run in the first half. The Athenians responded with a run of our own there in the third quarter. Then after a timeout, North came back again. So we've got 8 minutes to go. Question is going to be, how long does Tony Bean wait before he puts Addie Laskowski back on the court?
You know, this is real good to see tonight, to see us coming, and I knew we would play so hard against the North, but we have had a real killer of a stretch we just went through. We went to Lafayette 3 games in a row. We went to Lafayette Jeff, Lafayette Harrison, Lafayette Central Catholic.
Those are 3 tough teams.
Tough teams, yes.
Lafayette Jeff especially. Boy, they've really improved in the last 2 years.
They're going to be good for a while. They start about three sophomores that are really good.
Oh, wow. Isabel Viveros is handling the ball. Olivia Barnett's got it. She still has a dribble. Mackenzie Linus has checked back into the game. Looks like North is in a half-court man-for-man. Isabel Viveros dribbles into a double team, kicks it to Malia Tomlinson. Not able to convert. And one of the Sabins girls, Kelsey, gets that rebound. Ball comes down the court. There is Caroline McClaskey in the quarter. Maddie Altman to number 20, breaking through down the lane. The number 20 is Kendall Humphreys. I hope I've called the right player because I'm looking through referees, and that is Kendall Humphreys.
Yes, it is.
So they're calling the foul on the floor, so North will inbound the ball. And ball's into Maddie Altman in the corner. She reverses it to Joy Shirer, who kicks it out to Kendall Humphreys. Back to Joy Shirer. She's wide open for the 3. Wow. That is a huge bucket because we're back up to a 5, just like that. 5-point lead. Got a 2-2-1 half-court trap. Ball was passed to Malia Tomlinson along the baseline. She had to reach down for it. Malia's 5'11". That's hard for a tall girl to do. In the corner, Joy Shirer for another three-pointer. There's a good rebound by Maddie Altman. They kick it out to Caroline McClaskey. Good entry pass to number 24 is Kelsey Sabins. She's not able to convert. We got lucky on that one.
Yes, we did.
Here comes Olivia Barnett. Isabel Viveros thought about it, thought better for it. Dribbling left-handed, she dribbled into a double team. And the ball's out of bounds. Out of bounds. So the Athenians will keep the ball.
Well, at the 6:17 mark, we brought Addie back in.
That's how long you wait. When you get down 5 points, it's now or never.
All right.
So Addie Laskowski's back on the court. That's a good recovery by Maddie Altman to Olivia Barnett. And just in case you didn't know, Olivia Barnett and Maddie Altman are best friends.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
We got a foul on the floor. I think it's going to be on Kendall Humphreys. Is that a 2-0? I think we're going to be shooting a one. No, we're not. That's only their sixth foul. We've run this play several times. Ball's out to Lauren Kellerman. Tries to go left. Addie Laskowski comes off the bench. There's a great rebound by Caroline McClaskey. And she loses the handle. Caroline McClaskey complains to my good buddy Steve that there might have been a little bit of contact there. We'll take it. The Athenians retain possession, and we need a score in the worst way, and Tony Bean's calling a timeout. Is it a 20 or, calling an abbreviated timeout. The ball's going to be on the, what direction am I looking here, Coach? Is that west?
South, aren't you?
South? I'm all turned around.
Are we turned around? One of us is.
That's
right?
south. That's west.
Right.
That's home. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to have the ball on the west sideline. To inbounds the ball. By the way, you can probably hear our band. We've got a new band director this year. He's done a great job recruiting. The gym is filling up. We're about 6 minutes away from the boys taking the court to warm up. We are in the first round of the county championship game. North Montgomery girls are two-time consecutive county champion winners, and Ryan Nupnaw would love to make it 3 in a row.
Yes, he would.
He can't do it against South unless he does it against Crawfordsville. And it's been since Lacey Garrett was a senior when, is that right?
Yes, I think you're right.
I'm trying to remember. Lacey Garrett, trying to remember that class. Lauren Kellerman got a wide open two-pointer. Good rebound by Isabel Viveros, and it will not drop. Good rebound by Maddie Altman. I think she may have stepped on that baseline.
On the line, yes, she did.
Wow, we had two really good looks that time. So the Athenians have got an out-of-bounds play. Looks like the old number 4, what I called number 14. Here comes Lauren Kellerman. Reverses that ball to Chloe Livesey. She's going to reverse it to Isabel Viveros. Lauren Kellerman cuts to the hoop, reverses.
Oh, that was a nice take.
Very good move by Lauren Kellerman. That's her first bucket of the second half. Cuts the North Montgomery lead to 3, and we are in a diamond half-court press. North Montgomery rotates that ball. There's a deflection. They're able to handle it. Sabins gets past Chloe Livesey. Maddie Altman with a catch, a shoot, a great pass by number 24, Kelsey Sabins. And Maddie Altman has 9 points in the game.
Olivia Barnett, I think that's her second.
Chloe Livesey takes a seat. Who came in for Chloe, Coach?
Megan Simmons.
Megan Simmons is back in the game. Maddie Altman has 4 field goals, 1 free throw. Here's a chance to get into double figures. A little bit too hard. Lauren Kellerman clears the boards. She's dribbling right-handed, going right. Isabel Viveros dribbles that ball down the lane, kicks it out to Olivia Barnett for a three-pointer. It's a little bit too far, and the Chargers clear the boards, and I'm trying to look over a fan to see what's going on here, Coach.
Yeah, they got a bad pass out of bounds. Ball to Crawford.
Just when we needed it. Yeah. We got a 43-38 lead for the Chargers. We're in the fourth quarter. A little bit under 5 minutes to go. Addie Laskowski is back on the court. Isabel Viveros is running to point. Chloe Livesey's in the corner. Lauren Kellerman trying to get down the lane. Addie Laskowski from way downtown. There's a case where her peripheral vision did not allow her to see that she was guarded.
Defender, yes.
Ball was on the floor, and somehow, some way, we end up with the ball. If you've never had to wear one of those masks, you have no clue on earth how hard it is. I remember when Devin had that last year. He just said it was so hard to see. Addie Laskowski will inbounds the ball. Lauren Kellerman breaks out. She's heading left. Gets a pick from Isabel Viveros. She drives hard to the hoop. Addie Laskowski with aggressive move. I'm glad it wasn't called a foul.
Yeah.
I think the ball is going to be for us again.
Yes, it is.
We're dodging bullets right and left.
Yes, we just need to get one to fall now.
We got two players in the lane, and if we go over the top to Megan Simmons, she's going to be wide open. Lauren Kellerman with a step back, and they're going to reset. Isabel Viveros. We dodged another bullet right there, Coach. Ball's on the court. If we got a tie-up,
that time.
Going to North. One dribble too many.
Yep.
One dribble too many. You know what? Isabel has improved so much. I knew you coached her all 3 years in middle school. And to see her progress.
It's unbelievable.
That's got to be rewarding to see her improve like that.
Yes, it is.
Here come the Chargers. The Athenians stay in the half-court diamond press. Addie Laskowski's dancing right and left. There's a good pass to Kendall Humphreys, who makes a pass to Joy Shirer and it's deflected out of bounds. Good hustle by Lauren Kellerman there. North Montgomery will inbounds the ball. The Athenians stay in a half-court man. Ball is kicked out. Kendall Humphreys to Maddie Altman. Drives hard to the hoop. Olivia Barnett and Maddie Altman fight for the ball. And this time, Olivia Barnett wins out. She brings the ball down the court. Reverses it to Isabel Viveros. I think Tony Bean called a timeout before we got a walking called on us. That was a great timeout.
Yes, it was.
They called a foul. Oh. I thought Coach Bean had called a timeout.
I did too.
You know what? We will take the free throws.
That was on 24.
Isabel Viveros, a little bit too strong. Got another tie-up. So Isabel missed the front end of a 1-to-1. You know what? We retained possession again.
Yeah.
We've been on this end of the court, seems like the entire fourth quarter. I'm sure Ryan's probably saying the same thing. What's the deal? We really need to convert here. Olivia Barnett takes a seat. It may be the first time I've seen her go out of the game. Here comes Megan Simmons, another back pick.
Short.
Caroline McClaskey had that rebound. Addie Laskowski stole it and missed the little half hook.
And she's going
no. Kendall Humphreys with the rebound, and that may be the fourth foul. Come on, John. Let's call it a tie-up here.
Fifth foul.
Nope. Called Holden's call. Well, she came in with 6:17.
Yeah, 6:17.
Well, she lasted not quite 3 minutes. Rats. Well, she had 5. Addie finishes her night with 8 points, and I think it's Kendall Humphreys is going to the line, and she's not scored in the second half. And she'll be shooting a 1-on-1. North has a 5-point lead. We've got Emily Sennett is checking into the game for Maddie Altman, who really played well for the Chargers. So let's see if Kendall Humphreys can connect on her first free throw attempt. Nothing to it. Good form, good rotation. That's too bad.
Yeah.
And I mean that in a very kiddingly way.
Yes.
Kendall Humphreys will try to convert on her second end of the 1-on-1. Shots up. Boy, there's no doubt about that one. That lead is extended to 7 points, and the Athenians are going to have to make the comeback without Addie Laskowski. Isabel Viveros kicks it out to Chloe Livesey. She's got a step back on that three-pointer, just a little bit short. Lauren Kellerman had the rebound. Olivia Barnett has the rebound. Lauren Kellerman to Megan Simmons.
Good play. Good pass.
There you go. Coach, we had it all the way. Tony Bean takes a timeout. Hey, we about lost the handle on that ball about a half dozen times.
Yes.
And Lauren Kellerman drove the baseline, found Megan Simmons, who converted, and Megan has 8 points on the night. I think, I'm looking at my score sheet, which don't take it as gospel because when I was talking to Bryce, I have no clue what happened. But I got Chloe Livesey for 9. I've got Addie Laskowski for 8. Megan Simmons for 8. Lauren Kellerman for 9, I believe. Olivia Barnett for 4. And I can't remember who's on the court right now. But the scoring's been spread around for the Athenians.
Yes, it has.
And it has been spread around for the Chargers as well. We made a real good run there in the third quarter. Even when Addie Laskowski was on the bench, I thought that we were aggressive with the ball. Boy, we sure need her quick hands and quick feet on the court. We're now in a full court diamond press. We're trying to trap Caroline McClaskey. Dribbling that ball right-handed. She's going to reverse it. Kendall Humphreys out here to Kelsey Sabins. We're reversing that ball all around. North Montgomery is going to work little clock. There we go. We may have to stand up here.
Yeah, it's getting full up here, isn't it?
Caroline McClaskey reverses that ball, dribbles into traffic, and they're going to call a foul. It's going to be on Viveros and Megan Simmons.
How about Carolyn Francis?
Carolyn Francis. She doesn't have a foul yet tonight. And Kendall Humphreys, who just hit 2 free throws, is back at the line.
We might not have wanted to foul her, but...
And they're going to have the double bonus. We've committed 10 fouls, so the rest of the game, it's a double bonus. Boy, her rotation looks really good right now, Coach. She missed 3 free throws in the first half. She's hit all 3 free throws here in the second half, actually in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So Kendall Humphreys has been money at the line. This to extend the lead to 7. Wow. Good looking shot.
Yes, it is.
All right, North Montgomery's in a 2-2-1 3/4 zone press of their own. Olivia Barnett tries to dribble through. The ball is deflected. Caroline McClaskey on a 2-on-2. Kelsey Sabins with a rebound and a putback, no good. Caroline McClaskey with a rebound and a putback, no good. And Isabel Viveros comes out with the ball. Chloe Livesey with a long three-pointer. Megan Simmons with an offensive rebound and a putback. Megan Simmons now has 10 points. And the Athenians stay in a press. I think we're in the full court man press.
Yes, man press right now.
Caroline McClaskey. Kelsey Sabins dribbles. Not able to connect. Isabel Viveros leading the break. Oh no. Makes a reverse court pass. Caroline McClaskey takes the ball up strong, and Lauren McClaskey commits the foul. I think Caroline thought she had a little more time.
Yeah, yes.
You ever seen her run track?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I've heard about it, yes.
She has got to be the best runner in the county, at least speedster-wise. She's going to the line now. She had 8 first quarter points and has not scored since.
That was Lauren Kellerman's 4th foul.
So now Lauren Kellerman's got 4 fouls. You know what? North has found their shooting touch from the line.
Yes, they have.
We got 1:57 to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 6-point lead. This to extend it to a 7-point lead again. The last, in fact, they've hit 7 free throws in a row here in the fourth quarter. I jinxed them. Lauren Kellerman with the rebound. It's 1-on-2. They're going to give the foul to Caroline McClaskey. Lauren Kellerman split the defenders. Took it up strong with her left hand. They are calling the foul on Caroline McClaskey.
If I'm right, that's her 4th foul.
And we're going to be shooting 2. So Lauren Kellerman's got 5, 7, 9. Chance for her to get into double figures.
They put that up on the 31.
They gave that foul to Joyce Shirer. Let's see if they correct that. Lauren Kellerman hits the first one. That's her 10th point on the night. Cuts the lead to 5. There's 1:52 on the clock. And this is to cut it to a 4-point game. We've got a 2-possession game. Oh, rats. North over the back, and they clear the ball, and they called it on the line. I didn't see it, but my good buddy Steve was right on top of it. He's got to be right, Coach.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
So we've got the ball. We've had a couple of good plays to Megan Simmons. Actually, she's gotten 3 really nice shots on out-of-bounds plays. The ball's reversed to Caroline McClaskey. Lauren Kellerman in the quarter. It's the old play that didn't work so far. Carolyn Francis drives, kicks it out to Lauren Kellerman. Down the lane, takes it up strong, and Caroline McClaskey with the rebound. Joy Shireman's wide open. She reverses the ball. Caroline McClaskey right down Broadway. Wow. That's a big hoop right there.
Yes, it is. Nobody stepped in there.
Extends that lead to 7 points, which makes it a 3-point game. Megan Simmons with a left-handed half hook. Ball's on the floor, and I think Isabel Viveros has tied it up with Megan Simmons and one of the Sabins girls. I think it was Kelsey Sabins. And the ball is going to North Montgomery. We're in a full court man press now, Coach.
Yes,
man for man. Great deflection and steal by Lauren Kellerman. That was a great play. She moved.
Yes, it was.
Moved with the pass, got her hand on it. And
Chloe coming back in for Carolyn.
Chloe Livesey in for Carolyn. I started to say Carolyn McClaskey. Ball's into Megan Simmons with a short hook. And Maddie Altman rebounds the ball. Here comes Carolyn. Ball was advanced to number 24, Kelsey Sabins, and she was not able to handle the ball. So the lead stays at 7 points with 1:02. We're still in the ball game. We don't have to have a 3. We just have to have a good shot.
Yes, we need to get one up from anywhere. We're stuck on 30 or 43 for too long.
That's going to help out. I think we got a foul on Joyce Shirer. Let's see. Got the foul on Joyce Shirer. Lauren Kellerman's going to go to the line. That does 2 things. Stops the clock.
Yes.
Gives us a chance to score 2 points. It allows us to set up our defense if she can connect on both free throws, and we can cut that lead to 5. 54.3 seconds to go. Both coaches are working overtime on their strategy. It all comes down to can Lauren Kellerman connect on the free throws. Her first offering is up off the back of the rim. Caroline McClaskey gets the rebound, steps back with the ball, and Mackenzie Linus is having to guard the fastest player on the court. Kelsey Sabins with an up and under, and what a drive. Kelsey Sabins with 2.
That's 2 drives down there. We have no help down low.
Megan Simmons with a long 2. It's off the back of the iron. She's on the floor. She gets that ball out. And Tony Bean, I think, called the timeout that time. That's a good call. I was afraid they'd either call the ball out of bounds, call walking since the ball's on the floor.
Yes, he was close to that line.
A lot of times referees, the ruling is the ball's on the floor, and if you jump on it, as long as you don't try to advance it, it's not walking.
It's not, yeah.
A lot of referees still miss that call night in, night out. So, 25.7 seconds. We are down 3 possessions if those possessions are all 3-pointers.
Yeah.
So,
not a real good situation right now.
We do have the ball on an out-of-bounds play, so we get the advantage of being able to call a set play and hopefully getting a wide-open shot, but we're almost down to 3-point time.
Right.
We either got to take the ball hard to the hoop, make the hoop, and hope we get the call, or we got to start taking some threes, and our best shooters are Chloe Livesey. Everybody in the county knows that's her shot.
Chloe goes in, that's it.
Lauren Kellerman can shoot the 3. And I'm not sure who else is out on the court right now.
Well, Megan's hit a couple in the last. She hit a couple at West Lafayette.
Is that right?
Or maybe it was Jeff, one of them. Yeah.
Hit a 3-pointer.
It was one of those where, hey, we're down. Well, I won't say how far we were down, but we were down and she was open.
Just a few.
Yes.
I think Ryan Nutnall's called a timeout.
Yes, he did.
Either because he wanted to see the formation or Caroline McClaskey's hair came out of the rubber band. He's out talking to Steve right now, and we got a 30-second count because both teams are still on the court. So Tony Bean can either go at the same play. He's got the chance to change the play. At this point, I don't know how many timeouts we have left because it's down to the part of the game where you got to make a shot and call a timeout and stop the clock.
Yes.
Because if I'm Ryan Dumpno, I'm telling my kids, if they make the shot, take your time, let the ball bounce, let the clock roll. Because I know that Ryan's still got a timeout or two. They can always go to a count of 4, allowing 4 more seconds to go up, and then call a timeout to set up an inbounds play.
Yeah.
On the court for the Athenians is Megan Simmons, Isabel Viveros, Lauren Kellerman, Chloe Livesey. I think that's Mackenzie Lanus.
Yes, it is.
So we got 2 post players. We got 3 guards. And for the North Montgomery, they got Maddie Altman, Kendall Humphreys, Joy Shirer, pretty sure Caroline McClaskey, and is one of the Humphrey girls, Kelsey Sabins. Ball's out to Mackenzie Lanus. There's Chloe Livesey in the corner. Yeah. She's trying to get the 3. Ball's behind her back. Reverses the ball to Lauren Kellerman. We need a shot quickly. She takes a long 3 off the front of the rim. Looked like that was over the back.
Yes, it did.
Isabel Viveros with the 2. Got an offensive rebound again. Ball's on the court. Maddie Altman's got the ball. Mackenzie Linus reached in, and they call a jump ball.
Yeah.
Well, that's in our favor.
But
we're down to 3.1 seconds.
A lot of time ran off.
Wow.
Yeah.
We ran off 24 seconds.
Yeah.
And the ball by possession goes to North Montgomery. So it's going to be a 52-43 win for North Montgomery.
Yes, it was.
I know that obviously anytime you coach a team, you want to actually win the game.
Right.
We were supposed to lose the game by 16 if you go by Sagren's ratings. It's a 9-point game. And so for Tony Bean, if I'm Coach Bean, I'm thinking we made some strides tonight.
Yes.
And if I'm Coach Nupnaw, I'm thinking we advance.
Yes.
Wasn't the best game for the Chargers. Right. They allowed the Athenians to get back into the game there in the third quarter. That when they needed it, they hit their free throws.
Yes.
And so they survived to play another game.
Yes.
Right now they're leading the county. I can't remember. I think that I'm trying to remember who Ryan plays next week. I looked that up today and I don't remember. I think both the Athenians and the Chargers play Southmont in January.
I believe you're right there on that.
I think for us it's like maybe the third week. It's always on a Saturday. It's a boy-girl triple header.
Yeah.
You know, they change the times around to get the most games in as possible.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, we started off slow start for the Athenians.
Right.
Came back only down by 6 at halftime. Actually took a 2-point lead.
2-point lead, yes, we did.
I still think Tony should have called a timeout, taken a picture of the scoreboard.
Yeah. You know, another comparison here, the first time we played them, I think we gave up 53, and we gave up 52 tonight. But the other thing to that was, I think we scored 27 maybe.
Is that right?
In the first game and got scored 43 tonight. That's another thing Tony can look at.
And we had 1, 2, 3. We had 5 players score tonight. And mostly from our guards, Megan Simmons ended up with 10 points. I don't know if that's the first time she's been in double figures. 3 of those buckets are on out-of-bounds plays.
Yeah.
And Malia Tomlinson did not score tonight. Mackenzie Linus did not score tonight. Chloe Livesey ended up with 9 points, hitting 3 3-pointers. And one of the big things that changed the course of the game was Addie Laskowski's 4th foul, because then she had to sit out. And then she only got in about 2.5 minutes in the fourth quarter, and then she picked up her 5th foul. You know, she's too good of a player, too good of an athlete, too fast, too quick. We really needed her to play.
Yeah, you got to have her on the floor for any chance. She does so many things.
So that game ends up 52-43. for the Lady Athenians, and we're 20 minutes away from the boys' game. And so for Mike Schubert, Coach Jamie Welliver, and Tony Thomas, it's been our pleasure to bring you the game tonight. We're going to give you about a 19-minute break, and then we'll rejoin you for the boys' game. So we'll see you soon. Thanks.